and I had given a brief presentation yesterday about my study that was conducted in 2024. It was published in 2024, called The Assessment of the Effect of Cannabis on Women with and Without Orgasm Difficulty During Partnered Sex. And I want to share with you the results of one of the components of the study. And I was asked actually by a woman who had seen Kelly, thank you. She wanted more in detail. So this is I'm going to first say on orgasm frequency, when we go from rarely having orgasm, and if you look here, almost never or never, the women that said, yes, I have difficulty orgasming during partnered sex, of which there are no validated treatments. That means that you can't go to a psychologist or a doctor, any doctor, and get a validated treatment for helping you access orgasm during partnered sex. And this is the largest group of women who have orgasm difficulty, meaning they can orgasm by themselves during solo sex, and they have difficulty, myself included. I have belonged in this category for a very long time. So when you go from rare to almost always, so let's take a look at this. So if you see here, just look at the black across the lines, right? The black means without cannabis in the last 30 days. And you can see here almost never or never that the largest group of women almost never or never orgasm without cannabis during partnered sex. And if you come over here, the largest group of women with orgasm difficulty, almost always, 41%, almost always or always orgasm with partnered sex. And then most times is 22%. So if you were to add the 41 and the 22, you go up to 63%, which is the majority of women with orgasm difficulty being able to orgasm most times or almost always. Now, what I will tell you also that I found interesting in doing this study was the fact that women who did not have orgasm difficulty, when they answered the question, do you have orgasm difficulty or not, which was question 6 in my study, the largest, all we would see almost always or always, and we would see the purple, meaning with cannabis, higher than without cannabis, and maybe a few women in most times. But here's the difference. Women who don't have orgasm difficulty don't have orgasm difficulty, whether they use cannabis or not. But the statistical, and it was here you can see a p-value. And what a p-value less than 0.001 means is that this was not by chance that these women happened to benefit. This was the result of the cannabis, that they had learned how to use it. Because I interviewed 40 women with and without orgasm difficulty after producing the study. Women checked in question 40 or so. There were 387 women in the study. 202 said, I have difficulty orgasming during partnered sex. And these, of the 202, which was 52%, these were their results. And they learned how to use cannabis to improve orgasm frequency and to go from rare to regular, as orgasm being a part of their lives and a function of the body. So I greatly appreciate you watching and helping, if you use cannabis and you found that it is benefiting you, to share and talk about this with your friends, with colleagues, in social media, so that we can get orgasm difficulty added as a condition of treatment in states and countries that have lists, or in states that say we treat all conditions, but we don't know anything about treating female orgasm. It's been in research for 50 years. There's a book published in 1970 by a woman named Barbara Lewis, who wrote a book called The Sexual Power of Marijuana. So this is not new. We have known this. We just haven't published it. So that is the opportunity. If you benefit, do share a Me Too or a plus, or if you're with a woman who has benefited, let us know so that we can continue to work for the communities, for the world, in getting orgasm being recognized as a bodily function, not some rare situation for women, or not something that they feel broken because they have it. And I can tell you this changed my life. I sold my business and went back to school to get my PhD because cannabis had such an impact on my orgasm and my life. Thank you for watching. And I will do the next one. We'll do a series on these 4. I have 4 4 main results of this study at the conference. Next one I will go ahead and do is on orgasm difficulty or orgasm ease when using cannabis. Thanks again for watching. Now I have to figure out how to turn it off. Okay. Oh, it's still going.